homestand of the season begins tonight. Earlier this year, the Magic flowed through AT&T Park. Walk-off wins happen on a nightly basis. And if they want to win it all again, the Magic needs to be recaptured. The Giants kick off a 12-game homestand next.
The long homestand continues tonight as we come to you from AT&T Park as we get ready for game one of the short two-game series, Giants and Padres. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, you might as well start out this long homestand with a win, and you might as well hand the ball to a guy that some people could call him an ace, and that's Matt Cain.
Well, they need a win. In the last 23 games, they've won 7. They've lost 16. So the one thing that has always been the backbone of this team has been their pitching, and if they're going to get it going on this 12-game homestand, it's going to be on the arms. And so you flip the ball to Matt Cain, you always feel like no matter who you play against, you have a chance to win that ball game. And for Matt Cain, I hope he's got his game.
And Nate Scherholtz not in the lineup. Obviously, Aaron Rowan is. All right, when we come back, we're going to get a report. It's an injury update. We're going to get that from Amy G right after this.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by AT&T and by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Well, after a 4-6 road trip, your San Francisco Giants are back in the Bay and set to embark upon a 12-game homestand. It's their longest this season, and tonight they take on their NL West foe, the San Diego Padres, in Game 1 of this 2-game series. Welcome back to the ballpark. I'm Amy Gutierrez, and it was a difficult road trip overall. Not only was it a losing record, but the Giants saw 5 different guys be placed on the disabled list. We're going to give you a look there. Beltran, Sergio Romo, Torres, Whiteside, and Wilson. They had a day off yesterday, but Giants head trainer David Greshner did not get a day off at all. He started giving treatment Sunday night when the Giants got back into town and did not stop seeing different players until yesterday late afternoon, looking at MRIs, x-rays, and giving treatment. Both David Greshner and manager Bruce Bochy saying they've seen this amount of injuries happen over the span of a season, but never in such a condensed amount of time. But they've been working hard to get them healthy, and tonight the Giants have activated Carlos Beltran, a much-needed bat, back in their lineup. Unfortunately, they are deciding right now whether to send Nate Shearholt or Jonathan Sanchez to the disabled list. Jonathan Sanchez has a sore ankle, Nate Shearholt's a sore foot. We will get that information to you as soon as we have it. Game 1 set to start shortly. Carlos Beltran has been activated, available off the bench. Matt Cain will be on the hill for the Giants. Stay with us. We're going to check in with our Sportsnet Central studios for an update right after these messages.
Nelson out in front of the stadium. Can't throw right now, but enjoying some interaction with the fans. That's awesome. He's a good guy. Game Time Weather is brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach, the admission-free boardwalk daily. 70 degrees here at the yard. We got light winds. Humidity's pretty high, and the forecast is it's going to be clear and it's going to be warm. All right, let's take a look at Bud Black's lineup. A lineup that they're scoring some runs, folks. It'll be Max and Molly's kid, Will, to lead it off, followed by Bartlett, Maben, and then Jesus Guzman. The former Giant is really swinging the bat. Then it's Hudson Blanks, followed by Hundley, Forsythe, and Matt Latos.
On the hill tonight for the Giants, opening up this 12-game homestand, will be the veteran Matt Cain. Matt Cain, 26 years old, 6'3", 230-pounder in his 6th year at the big league level. And he is going to take it and try and do battle with Matt Latos. Matt Cain's record against these Padres lifetime, 5-10 with an ERA of 3.49. Go figure. He's lost a lot of low-run games where the Giants just have not supported him. Tonight, however, he's hoping that they can get him a couple and he can make it stand. Fastball, curveball, slider, cutter, changeup, a lot of things that he can do with the ball, and he can pick apart a scout report. Right-handers hitting against him at 268, lefties at 185. That is kind of an unusual statistic. Take a look at the surroundings for Matt Cain. Here in the ballpark tonight, is playing pretty benign. You're not getting a lot of wind out to center field. It's about as calm of conditions as you can ask. It's not really going to help or enhance any one pitch. And right field is a little livelier tonight than it normally is. The defense behind Matt Cain will set it up this way. Belt, Rowan, Ross, that's your outfield. Fontenot and Sandoval on the left side of the infield. Keppinger and Huff on the right side. And Chris Stewart will be in the squad, putting down the signs for Matt Cain. The infield here is a little slower than normal. The grass extremely thick, in tremendous condition, but it is not as fast as other infields. And the gaps in right center and left center, they too are also very thick, and it's going to take a pretty good smash to get it through the gaps because of the thickness of that grass.
So the Giants are taking on a Padres team that has won 4 straight. The final now in D.C. Arizona beats the Nationals 2-0. That was a start for Adam Kennedy, who pitched really well in that game. And at this moment, the difference is a game and a half. First pitch of the ball game is a called strike at the knees. So Cain now to Venable, and Venable fouls it back, and it's a quick 0-2. Venable hitting .263 with 5 home runs, 29 RBIs. Got off to a horrible start. Spent some time in the minor leagues, but boy, since he's come back, he has been a big leaguer, and that pitch is high.
Well, he's one of those guys that can run, and he's got power. And speed and power you can afford to be very patient with.
Venable swings at a pitch in the dirt, and that's how this game gets started, with a strikeout. And that'll bring up Bartlett. Padres have played okay on the road. They're only a game under 500 on the road. They're 31-32. And against the West, they're 17-25. Here's Bartlett, who's 0 for 4 lifetime against Matt Cain. In at third is Sandoval, and a swing and a drive to right. Cody Ross on the move, and Cody Ross is not going to get it. It bounces off of archway number 7 and into second base with a double is Bartlett, and the Giants ought to be happy he's not standing at third.
Well, only a good play by Cody Ross, who had been cheating over towards that right center field gap, allowed him to get to that ball and keep Bartlett to the second base bag, because he had visions of going to third. Then Hoffman, the third base coach for the Padres, put the brakes on when he saw this play right here. The ball comes up to Cody Ross, makes a good relay, And you're right, that would have changed everything. We're at third, less than 2 outs.
I think we're also seeing the fact that it's 70 degrees. The ball's carrying a lot better. Here's Cameron Maybin. And Maybin pops his first pitch back and out of play. Maybin hitting .277. He's got 8 home runs. He's got 34 RBIs. He's had 3 lifetime hits and 7 at bats against Matt Cain.
I think this guy's going to be a good player. He's done one thing that you love to see young players do. It gets get better every year.
Inside corner strike called by home plate umpire Alan Porter. Since the break, see their record 19-18. The average with runners in scoring position and the 5.2 runs per game. Very good. Slowly hit. Sandoval charging. Sandoval getting rid of it quickly, and Maybin is retired. And moving over to third is Bartlett. 2 down.
Talk about Alan Porter, the plate umpire. He's another umpire. We've seen a lot of them lately who has a good preference to the low part of the strike zone. He likes the knees. And you will see some width on both sides of the plate as the game progresses. But early on, he can be a bit tight.
So here's the former Giant, Jesus Guzman. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Giants knew all about Guzman as Lucille's ready. When he was with the Giants, he can hit. They just didn't have a place for him to play defensively. Pops this one down the right field line. This is going to be a tough play, and it's going to be Huff and Ross colliding, and the ball was in and out of the glove of, I believe, Aubrey Huff. So now we just have to make sure that everybody's okay. And the situation with the Giants is anybody that goes down, you just hope they get up right now.
Boy, well said, partner. Giants put another gentleman on the disabled list today. Jonathan Sanchez went on the disabled list. Let's take a look at the play where Huff and Ross come together and they cannot hang on to the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you start worrying about taking a guy's knee out right there.
Wow. That was close. And Huff is over first base taking a little inventory here, trying to kick some of that ding out of his legs.
1-2.
Let's take a look at our Ultra Row. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. As the two collide, you can see
get that foot up.
That left knee does get bent back a little bit from Huff.
It's that foot that doesn't slide away from contact. It's the one that gets stuck where you start worrying about ligaments. And 2-2 to Guzman. Hit on the ground and a base hit. And Guzman picks up a hit, and the Padres lead 1-0.
That's how you take advantage of second life. Guzman has really been swinging the bat well. He has opened up a lot of eyes in San Diego. And here a second life finds a hole, and that's a hit you get when you're hot.
Here's Orlando Hudson. Guzman also has 7 steals. He hasn't been thrown out.
Well, when you play the Padres now, I mean, you have to be able to control the running game. The top 5 guys in the lineup tonight have 100 bases stolen between the 5 of them. I mean, that's a lot of pressure put on a pitcher and a catcher.
Yep.
You have to control their running game. Eli Whiteside on the disabled list right now.
Kane trying to stay into Hudson, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Changeup is showing up early. You know, one thing about Matt Cain, I mean, he's not a guy that is going to go out there and force something he doesn't have. He will pitch with what pitch shows up that night. If he's got a better changeup or a better curveball, a better slider, I mean, he'll feature that pitch until something else shows up that's better during the course of the game.
2-2.
The thing about him is that he has 5 or 6 things that he can put, 5 or 6 types of movement that he can put on a baseball. So on days when he doesn't have a good curveball, he doesn't have a good slider, he can still get you out with spotting the fastball with 2 different types of grip and a changeup. That's what pitchers do.
Hudson 5 for 26 lifetime against Kane. Snap throw to first, and they got him. Guzman dancing a little bit too far off the bag. Sure holds. So it'll be Fontenot in the leadoff spot, then Keppinger and Sandoval. Big numbers against the Padres. Then it's Huff Belt, followed by Cody Ross, then Aaron Rowe in 7th, Stewart 8th, and Matt Cain in the 9th spot.
On the hill tonight for the San Diego Padres will be the big right-hander, Matt Latos, 6'6", 225-pounder. He is in his 2nd full year at the big league level. He's 23 years of age, and when he pitches, he's going to come at you with a fastball that he can 2-seam and 4-seam. It'll go 92 to 96 miles per hour, somewhere in that slot. He's got a slider and a curveball and a changeup. And when he gets that changeup over him, he can be a tough customer. He's got a pretty sneaky deliver too. It's a high 3/4 release, and it's kind of a short arm release. You don't see a lot of it early, and he gets on you quick with a lot of tilt because of his height.
So here's Fontenot. Fontenot hitting at 227. And he takes a first pitch strike. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Latos, 2-2 lifetime against the Giants. Fontenot, 2 for 7 in his career at bats against Matt Latos. And a quick 0-2. Keppinger and then Sandoval. Giants back home on a very nice night, a warm night. Hundley set up way outside to see if Alan Porter's strike zone was a wide zone. This little guy could care less. He's got a double death grip on a hot dog.
Fries are good. Got some peanuts. Good.
Fontenot dribbles it foul.
Let's take a look at the Padres defense playing behind Matt Latos tonight. Starting in the outfield will be Blanks, Maven, and Venable. Bartlett and Forsythe on the left side of the infield. Hudson and Guzman on the right side. And Hundley will be in the squad, putting down the side.
Fontenot, a big bouncer to Guzman. And Guzman will flip to Latos. And that's out number 1.
Let's take a look at the pickoff play. It's our Ford right choice. And Chris Stewart is not afraid to use that cannon. And Guzman, despite a nice little dance step to try to avoid the swipe tag from Huff, victimized. And right there, first base umpire, Rob Drake, ringing him up. Looked like Rob Drake enjoyed this.
Yeah.
See ya.
Here's Keppinger. Keppinger, 297. He's got 5 home runs, 23 driven in. Stewart, with that quick release, likes to throw. And a strike to Keppinger, a breaking ball.
That's exactly where that pitch was designed to go. Just steal a strike, a little lazy slider. Down the count 1-0. He's figuring he's going to look fastball, flop it over, even the count.
Out of play as Latos gets that one on the inner half of the plate to Keppinger. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You know, that's a mistake that a lot of young pitchers have when they get up here. They think they have to be too perfect with every pitch. And when you start to think, how does a hitter think in certain counts, then you can pitch away from that tendency. And I'll explain that.
Breaking ball hit on the ground to Bartlett. And Bartlett will make the play. And that'll bring up Sandoval.
You know, a hitter will sit on a fastball until he gets to a 2-strike count. Well, if fastball counts 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You have the ability to throw a little lazy breaking ball or a changeup over. You don't have to put it at the knee-high location. You just have to throw it for a strike because he's not going to swing at it. He's not looking for it. Now, you have to know this about your certain hitters. But a lot of mistakes that young pitchers make is they try to be too fine with those get-it-in breaking balls, and you don't have to.
Here's Sandoval. Sandoval chases the first pitch and misses, hitting .310. His 15th home run on Sunday won the game for the Giants, and he's got 50 RBIs.
He's got a new haircut, too.
Yeah. The thing about the Panda you never quite know for sure is Bruce Ruckman said he went around. I don't know what Sandoval is going to do. He might shave, he might not. He might get his hair done, he might not.
I hate to lose a strike that close. Could have gone either way.
High topper, and Latos has it. And he will throw out Sandoval. 3 ground balls for Latos after 1-0 Padres. Speak to a Giants representative about how you can be here for any postseason games in all the action next year, or go to sfgiants.com/season. Hudson was at the plate when Guzman was picked off. So Hudson, Blanks, and Hundley here in the second inning. 1-0 San Diego as Hudson takes a strike. Kane with a 18-pitch first inning. That pitch is in the dirt. Sandoval is at the cut of the grass. Hudson doesn't bunt a lot, but we have seen him do it from time to time. Swinging a chopper foul. It may have been off of Hudson's foot.
Giants bunch him in the gaps and give him the lines on both sides of the field. See Brandon Belt well off the line in left field, as is Cody Ross. So they're going to take away these and they're going to give him the lanes on the corners.
Swinging another roller foul.
The weather here tonight is absolutely perfect.
Down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty good pitch. Pretty good take. It does frustrate you a little bit. You throw something right out there where you think is perfect and the guy spits on it. Thinking, man, his eye must be good.
On the ground to Huff. Huff in and out of his glove, but recovers. And no! And they called Hudson safe.
Kane says he did touch it with his toe. Rob Drake, the umpire, says no.
So Bruce Bochy's coming out.
That's a big play. It's going to be an error on Huff. But more importantly, the Padres get their leadoff hitter on base. And Hudson's a base stealer. And just like that, Kane's right back in the stretch. Watch the foot of Kane. Did he hit the bag? And I think he does get it with the toe. Yeah, he got it. But that's something that he can feel and the umpire can't see.
Well, they're going to give the error to Kane. So here's Blanks. Blanks swings and misses. No balls and 1 strike.
Now one more look. Is there separation between the foot and the bag? No, he got it. He's out. Blanks a tall hitter, 6'6", 275, big fella.
Stewart's going to come back, and it's going to be out of play.
He did not see that ball when he first turned, looked up. Looks right here, he can't see it now. All of a sudden, and that's a bad feeling for any fielder. You know a ball's coming your way and you can't see it.
Hit down the left field line and hit very well. And gone. And just like that, it's 3-0 San Diego.
Well, this is the type of swing to get the people in San Diego excited about this guy. Because when you get a guy up there 6'6", you're thinking you could jam him. And when he first got up here, the league pounded his hands to the point where he really had to make an adjustment. This, folks, is an adjustment. I mean, he's getting this pitch. Watch the elbows. They're bent right through the swing, and there's plenty of power left, even though he's not extended.
Here's Hundley, who takes the pitch high. And a call strike.
And with a bent arm swing, a guy with this type of power, he doesn't have to get it all. He almost hits the ambulance right out there in the runway down the left field line.
Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2.
Fastball on the outside corner. See you later. So Kane comes right back and gets Hundley looking. Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by the new thriller, The Debt, in theaters everywhere August 31st.
Here's Logan Forsythe, and he takes a strike. Forsythe is hitting .221 with 12 RBIs. And he pops this one up, and it's out of play. 0-2.
Giants faced with a similar vibe with the San Diego team that they just faced in Houston. A lot of the recognizable names are gone from that Houston lineup, and the same thing can be said about this Padres lineup. A lot of new faces, a lot of young guys, lots of energy.
Keppinger will make the play. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Matt Latos. Latos, 3 for 39.
$20 strikeouts at 39 at bats. So I mean, if he hits something, it's kind of a mistake. But he does have power.
And a strike to Latos. Two balls and a strike.
Look at Latos' stat sheet. He's got a home run and 1 RBI. That makes him officially dangerous.
And that'll retire the side. 2 runs on the home run and an error. It's 3-0 San Diego.
Ask Kruk and Kite. Visit csnbayarea.com and ask us a question. We're going to answer one a game. This one comes from Garrett from Sacramento. Can you please explain what is a balk? Well, basically, a balk is a start and stop. When you have men on base and a pitcher goes into his stretch, if he starts his motion and then stops, that's a balk. Another way to balk is if you never come set. So you start your motion and instead of having your hands come set in that set position, you slide right through and you kind of quick pitch a hitter. And that's a balk. There's a number of different ways of a balk, but basically it's a start and it's a stop.
Here's Aubrey Huff, who looks at a strike. It'll be Huff, Belt, and Ross. And now the Giants, early in this game, trail 3-0. Belt watching from the on-deck circle, and Huff takes another strike, and it's 0-2.
That's the one thing about Latos. That curveball is a 12-6 break because of that high release. And when he is on with that pitch, we've seen him spotted on both sides of the plate very effectively.
Huff pops this one down the left field line. Forsythe now, as the wind takes it back towards the foul line, and he makes the catch. And here's Belt.
Left fielder, number 9, Brandon Belt.
This guy has definitely made himself some friends here in the Bay Area. A lot of fans for this young hitter.
Coming off a 4-for-5 game. Latos right now just throwing strikes.
No, he's on top of him. Just about every first pitch has been in strike zone.
How about 16 pitches, 2 balls, 14 strikes? 17 strikes.
Well, Sunday in Houston, 2 men on, nobody out. He does this. A 3-run blast. Second decker, I might add. In front of a lot of friends and family. Certainly a day that the Belt family will not forget anytime soon. But he put a show on for him with a 4-hit day.
No swing. Belt kind of thought he was out. Or maybe he thought he hit him.
He's saying it hit his foot. Did it skid his foot? Yeah, stand there and hit.
See you later. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
Thanks, Dwayne. You guys talked about this in the first inning, but in case fans are joining us a little bit late, the Giants tonight activated outfielder Carlos Beltran off the 15-day disabled list, and they have placed pitcher Jonathan Sanchez on the DL with a left ankle sprain that is retroactive to August 17th. Gentlemen?
All right. Here's Cody Ross.
Again, strike one, and he's mixed the first pitch beautifully. Both types of breaking balls, the changeup, the fastball, both types of grips on the fastball. I mean, he's got it going right now. They need to get this guy in his stretch. Break that rhythm up. But he's doing one thing you're supposed to do. When you have a 3-run lead, you work quick and you throw strikes.
Aaron Rowan to follow. Ross trying to reach with 2 outs. Three and 1.
Yeah, it's together.
That's a little space and a comma.
We're giant. Nice going.
Exclamation point.
They are having fun. That's a lot of good attitude.
Ross fouls it out of play. It's 3 and 2.
A lot of groups up in the bleachers tonight.
3-2. Payoff pitch coming up to Cody Ross here in the second. And he walked him. And the Giants have their first base runner, and they'll take it.
Anything to get Latos in the stretch. Together, we're Giant. That has been the slogan all year long.
Here's Rowan. And it goes to the backstop, and it's a free 90 feet. So far, your theory's right. Get him in the stretch. Only good things happen in the stretch.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is a wild pitch with a little cut fastball that really fools Hundley. Just kept sneaking away from him. He couldn't extend that arm out to snag it.
Boy, just off the plate. Latos wanted it. 2 balls and no strikes. Ross at second base. A walk and a wild pitch. Rowan swings at a pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, that's a pitch that really makes you think. You're up there and you're in a 2-0 count and you chase a breaking ball in the dirt. I mean, you know he's sitting up there looking for one specific pitch, probably a fastball. And it definitely makes you take a walk. It's one of those points I'd love to hear what a guy is actually saying to himself when he swings at something that far out of the plate, head 2-0.
Better swing on a better pitch. 2-2.
Much better pitch to hit.
Ross with his lead off the bag at second. Breaking ball hit well into center field. On the move is Maben. Maben's going to run it down, and that'll end the inning. Giants strand 1 after 2, 3-0 San Diego.
Oak and all the folks at Silver Oak and Toomey Cellars who are here, a large group of 300 customers and friends of Silver Oak. They're in the bleachers enjoying tonight's ball game. As we are just getting into the crush season, we want to wish all of the people up in the wine country a great crush. Love this time of year.
Venable struck out to lead off the ball game. Here he lines this one down the right field line. This should be a double as Cody Ross will dig it out. And Venable at second base with a leadoff two-bagger.
It's got to feel with Matt Cain like he's been in a stretch the whole night. There's Dan Barron. There's the winemaker. Crush it. What a good attitude. Dan Barron, been a Giants fan for a long time.
Well, he's got some work to do.
Yeah, he's got to find a few runs out there for the Giants.
Here's Bartlett. Bartlett doubled and scored in the first. He doubled out into Triple's alley. And a good pitch that hits the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike.
We always talk about how line drives are contagious, and it's kind of what has happened with the Padres this last couple weeks. They've really come to life with the bats.
Foul down the right field line. All right, lady with the panda hat.
For the most part of this year, the Giants had ranked 15th in the league in runs scored, and the only team below them are the Padres, but those days are long gone.
Stewart keeps it close.
Coming into tonight's ball game, the Padres with 496 runs, the Giants have scored 439. The 439 runs, that ranks the Giants last in the National League with run production. Can see how the two teams compare. 3.4 runs for the Giants, 3.8 for the Padres, but not lately.
Stewart again has to make a nice play. Four hits in this game for the Padres. 2 doubles and a home run. On the ground to Keppinger. Bartlett with a good at bat. Moving to third is Venable. Well, watch the Giants on NBC Bay Area this Thursday night at 7 and follow the action weeknights at 6 and 11 p.m. on NBC Bay Area News. Get inside access and better coverage for your favorite teams with combined power of Comcast Sportsnet, weeknights at 6 and 11. So good at bat for Bartlett. And here's Cameron Maben with the Giants playing the infield in. And this is slowly hit, and it's going to curl back, and it's going to be a foul ball. Huff had to make like 5 decisions on that ground ball.
Well, yeah. Do I pick it up? Do I tag the runner? I mean, a lot of speed at third base with Venable, who was sitting in a pretty good position to break. I mean, if you come up there and you swipe him and you miss him, I mean, then what do you do? And then you have to figure out, well, is it going to come back? Is it going to stay fair? Is it going to go foul? And finally, the decision is made by the ball.
So it's 0-1 to Maben, who bounced out to Sandoval.
Strikeout situation for Cain, no question. Down 3, runner at third, 1 out.
Guzman to follow. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
thing too we've seen this year with Kane is that he has been dropping down at certain times where he'll go to a low 3/4. His normal high 3/4 short arm release goes down to a low 3/4, and he flattens that breaking the ball out, runs it wide to right-handers. He'll also throw a fastball the same way, which is what you have to do. Point is, I mean, he can be creative with his arm slot.
Well, he's trying to get Maben to chase, and so far he's only chased once. And this is hit hard off of Sandoval into left field, and it looked like he hung that breaking ball. And Maben's got an RBI single. It's 4-0. I don't know if he hung it or if Maben read it early, but he was not fooled.
He was not. And he has the ability to really go wide. Good low ball hitter naturally. And with an infield drawn in, it shortens your range. And for the third inning in a row, the Padres have put something on the board. Just off the tip of the glove of the Panda.
So the double to lead off the inning. 4-0 San Diego. Guzman takes low, 1 ball and no strikes. Maben goes, pitches inside, throw down to second, and they got him.
That is amazing release by Chris Stewart, and there's no other way to describe it. Cameron Maben had a great jump. Now Matt Cain will give a catcher a chance to throw a guy out, but this is a big jump. But the exchange absolutely perfect, and it had to be. That's 1-8. And we've seen this guy do some amazing things consistently, but I mean that's great athleticism and a tremendous arm, and it had to be perfect.
Rowan out in center field. That'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits after 2.5. 4-0 San Diego.
Look at the National League West standings, the Giants' record through 128 games. We're going to compare it to this year, and we're going to go back and look at 2010. 2010, Giants were 6.5 games back of the Padres, and here tonight they're they're a game and a half now with the victory of Arizona in Washington. The Giants are now a game and a half of those D-backs. So Giants, that's through 128 games. Giants 5 games a little bit. I mean, 5 games improved over where they were last year.
0-1 to Stewart. 1 ball and 1 strike with Kane to follow.
The difference in the 2 years can be summed up in one word: health. Giants have put a ton of bodies on the disabled list.
Well, sometimes I guess it's the price you have to pay, huh?
Well, it makes you wonder. It really does.
Stewart hits this one into the spaces of center field. 1 out. Astros are in town for 4 games. Weekend games already sold out. However, good seats available for Thursday night. It's a 7:15 start. Ryan Vogelsong, the Giants All-Star, will pitch. Tickets as low as $11. Go to sfgiants.com.
You know what? And what injuries do to a team as Matt Cain steps in to take his hacks off Matt Latos. Injuries, when you get momentum going and all of a sudden you lose a key player in your team, it's a step backward. Now all of a sudden you have to overcome that injury and regather momentum.
Kane out of play.
And it has just been one speed bump after another. Guys, today, if you haven't heard, put Jonathan Sanchez on the disabled list, activated Carlos Beltran.
Breaking ball for a strike. The injury to Sanchez originally looked like it might be a couple of days. At the time, it looked like he might even make his next start. That has not happened, and he has just not come around. So, the disabled list for Jonathan Sanchez is Kane strikes out on a pitch in the dirt, and Latos will have his second strikeout. And that'll bring up Fontenot.
And they asked Bruce Bochy how he could explain the injuries that have hit his team this year, and he couldn't do it.
Well, he said in all of his years as a manager, he's never seen anything like it from a standpoint of his team. He says he's seen it happen to other teams. Fontenot bounced out to Guzman at first. And here he takes a strike. Keppinger to follow. Giants have had 1 base runner, a walk to Cody Ross. Latos is not allowed a hit. Bounced to Guzman, and Fontenot retired the second time on a grounder to first. Through 3, all Padres.
Had a chance to chat with Giants rookie Brandon Belt this afternoon. It is an Amy G's Giants exclusive. You can find it on csnberry.com. We talk about his great game on Sunday, 4 for 5 with a home run in front of friends and family in Houston. And Mike, we talk about your nickname, Baby Giraffe. You can find out what he thinks about it. And I'd like to introduce Dave Fleming. We're going to go up to the booth. Dave and Mike, guys.
All right, Amy, thanks.
Welcome.
Glad to be over here. See if the Giants can't turn this game around a little bit. Brandon Belt will probably have to be a big part of that. Brandon all of a sudden has become a very important player for the Giants. As I'm over here joining Mike on the television side. Nice to be with you, partner.
How much better is this air than the air we had in Houston?
Oh, Lord. I have enjoyed these past few days. Just walking around town. Coming here to the ballpark today.
So we got out to play Sunday night, and it was the comments are always hysterical, just from the troops getting refreshed to the Northern California air. And really, when you think about it, the Giants really only have 3 more days where they're going to have hot weather, and that's when the Giants go to Arizona in late September.
Even there, you get to play if it's particularly hot with the roof closed, as Kane gets the called strike 3 to Hudson.
Well, as Hudson heads back to the Padres dugout, what do you say we ask our trivia question? It's brought to you by AT&T. Question tonight, name the 4 players to win Gold Gloves with the Giants since 2000.
Focusing on defense tonight. It has been such a weird game so far. Kyle Blanks with maybe the single big hit for the Padres to this point, a 2-run homer. Falls behind at the count 0-1.
When I first saw this guy a couple years ago, I thought he was going to be pretty special.
He hits a high, deep drive to left again. Brandon Belt all the way back, but Rowan calls him off for the catch.
And I don't say that about too many 6'6", 270-pound hitters. But he's got some tools. And impressively, when he got to the big league level the last time, they really exposed a weakness middle in, and he went down there to work on that, and he showed in his first home run against Kane that he's now a guy that can hit that inside pitch.
Well, he's got so much raw power, and like you say, he's gotten better. He's also gotten healthy. His health was a problem, and the Padres have been just totally thrilled with the way he's played here over the last few weeks. Feeling like they got one of their big young studs back in the fold. Hundley takes a little walk. He's not real happy with that last strike call. You don't often see a catcher protesting that vehemently, particularly with a 4-run lead. I think the Padres would just as soon that call be called that way the rest of the night.
Beautiful night out on the Cove. The Lonesome Dove. Kind of dwarfed by the Bounty.
Yeah. Hundley hits a high fly ball. Brandon Belt now comes in, and the Padres go down in order for the first time tonight. We'll see if the Giants can get some offense when we come back.
Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LP.
All right, time now to ask and answer our trivia question brought to you by AT&T. Can you name the 4 players to win Gold Gloves with the Giants since 2000? Our survey said, well, Jack Snow, Jose Cruz Jr., Mike Matheny, and Omar Vizquel.
All right, so it's been a while. Omar, the last Giants player to win a Gold Glove.
I'd have thought Barry Bonds was in there somewhere.
He won so many in his career. Here's Jeff Keppinger. Try to get the Giants started here, down by 4 runs. And he hits a foul ball on the first pitch from Matt Latos, who's not given up a hit yet.
Yeah, nice play by our ball dude, Frank Paraciotti. Let's go, Frank, the old player. He's a player. He's still playing.
Taking it all in out there.
It is a night where you can wear a short sleeve shirt. That's how nice the weather is.
Somebody looks like that on many nights here. We just think they're crazy. Tonight could not be nicer out there. It's supposed to be this way all week. Forecast is for warm weather all week long.
Yeah, this is usually when we get our hottest weather. Although I got to be honest with you, after the last few days in Texas, I was kind of looking forward to a cold day to put on a sweatshirt. Yep, Brian Wilson lookalike is here.
Becoming a celebrity in town.
But as we have come to find out, there really is only one Brian Wilson.
There's only one, and that's the real deal. He's into the game. He may be on the DL, but Brian watches every pitch. Keppinger stays alive.
Yeah, Matt Latos has not hung a lot of especially pitches. He's been down around the knees. He's moved the fastball around. Well, this guy's taking it serious. But where did he get the suit? I mean, that's the same suit that Wilson had wore during the All-Star break.
To the hole, Jason Bartlett, one of the very best at shortstop, throws out Keppinger.
Made it look easy. Well, Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com.
The view from straight down the right field line, looking into AT&T Park tonight. Padres jumped on top of the Giants early. They lead 4-0. Here's Pablo Sandoval against Latos, who has not yet given up a hit.
Well, he's doing the things you have to do to keep a team hitless. He hasn't been predictable to any one pitch and any one count. He's moved the balls over. He's getting everything over, getting strike one.
A rare spot where a Giants hitter has been ahead of the count. We'll see if Pablo can make him pay. 2-0. You got Aubrey Huff waiting on deck. Ooh, pitcher's strike there.
Yeah, that's how you take away a 2-0 advantage for a hitter with location. That was perfect.
Sandoval still ahead of the count. 2-1.
You know, we're not seeing the 96, 97, 98 mile an hour fastballs we saw last year from Latos. There were times there when he would just lock it in, and with 2 pitches he could just make you look bad. I mean, but this year he has not had that blazing fastball, but he still has had command.
Just 23 years old. Now a curveball popped up. Bartlett for out number 2. Aubrey Huff, who last year, that final game of the regular season against Latos, with a huge extra base hit that scored Freddie Sanchez. Never forget that day here.
Yeah, the boys are pumped up.
Jonathan Sanchez outdueled Latos. Giants had beaten Matt Latos early in September in San Diego. Very important series that the Giants won to kickstart that home stretch. But Latos still, he had been so dominant against the Giants all year, and he was the guy lined up there for the final day. And he did pitch really well, but Giants beat him.
Destiny.
It was meant to be.
It was.
Those first 2 starts, and he nearly no hit, almost had a perfect game against the Giants here. To Huff. And there's ball 3. Well, finally, some Giants hitters at least getting themselves into some hitters' counts. And Aubrey Huff, that's been happening for Huff more often lately, which has helped him get the bat going a little bit. There's ball 4. So now Brandon Belt gets to hit with a man on base.
Well, right now, this offense needs a jolt. They need a loud line drive that wakes them up.
Put a little pressure on Latos, too. I mean, he right now got the 4-run lead. He's looking free and easy out there. Latos has had a tendency in the past, if you can put some pressure on him, he can let it get to him a bit. Belt chases one there for strike 1. Good pitch from Latos.
You know, Belt's got a good eye, and when he goes out of the strike zone and chases, he really is hard on himself. He has what you want every good rookie to have, and that's high expectation. He's got it.
Well, he chases one there, strike 2.
That's a good quick breaking ball. They're standing on that side of the plate.
Well, Belt has been beating some pitches on that side of the plate here of late. Now they're going to go up. Belt won't swing at that one.
There you see how they start to play him. They're taking away the left center field gap. They're giving him the line in right field. So it's a pitch him away, play him away defense. And they're pounding the inside corner. And what that tells you is that they've defined his swing as an inside out swing. So he's a guy who can still take that inside pitch if you're pitching him on that side of the plate and go inside out and take it to the left center field gap. He does not hook the ball. I mean, he's a guy that uses the middle of the field.
2-2. Belt pulls that one foul.
Oh yeah, she brought her rag. Nice going.
Now that is.
Those are a couple antiques right there.
That's a classic.
Still pretty good shape.
Two to Belt, and he flips one down the left field line. Foul.
I was reacting to Belt leaving the batter's box. When a hitter leaves the batter's box, he's seeing it. That thing wasn't even close. Gave you a thrill for nothing.
Still 2-2. He's having a battle here with Latos. And a good take.
Yeah, it is a great take. I mean, think of it. He swung at that pitch twice. Cut down the count 0-2. And from Latos' perspective, that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. I don't want to get labeled a guy that's got a one-pitch weakness.
Yeah. I would think that Latos would want to challenge Belt to some degree. Cody Ross, he's seeing the ball well against Latos. Huff takes off, and it's high, ball 4.
0-2 to a ball 4. That's a great at bat.
That's enough to get the pitching coach out. You're right. That was well done by Belt.
Darren Balsley going to come out, talk it over a little bit. See it. For the most part, pitching coaches come out there. If the inning starts to run long, meaning the pitch count starts to go up, they're just going out there giving them a breather.
So now Latos will try to bear down against Ross, who's 3 for 7, plus 3 walks against Latos in the past. I think those numbers tell you that Cody feels pretty comfortable against Latos. And a chance here for the Giants to feel like they're getting back in this game. They still have not had a hit, but they have 2 men on base with 2 out. Ball 1.
All right, right out of bed. Something he hasn't done a lot of in this game. He's done it now. And that's missed strike 1. So for Cody Ross, he's in the driver's seat at least for 1 pitch.
4 straight hitters now where Latos has fallen behind. That's a changeup. Well, I say changeup. That had a lot of sinking action to it. It was a fastball, 2-0. He looks a little frustrated.
That's about 8 more than you should have at the end of the 4th inning. You should average 15 or less per inning.
Especially if you haven't given up a hit. There's ball 3.
I'd green light him. You know, I'm always the guy that says, hey, let a guy dig a hole. You're looking for your first hit into a ball game. You got a 3-0 count. The guy with some power has been seeing it pretty good. Let him go at it.
Two-out rally here for the Giants. And he takes ball 4. Even if he had the green light, he was not going to swing at that one. And Matt Latos has walked the bases loaded.
Well, that was an easy take.
Well, now Aaron Rowan in his career has been a good hitter with the bases loaded. It should be a spot where a hitter is in an advantageous position.
Boy, Latos is ready to go.
He does that. Gets set so early. Now Rowan's ready to go. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Strike 1.
All right, looking middle in. Knee high first pitch fastball. All right, you give him tip of your cap. Say, okay, you made your location pitch. I'll spot you one.
Rowan flied out to the warning track. His first at bat. There's a high slider, and Rowan not happy.
All right, now you got to expand. Now you've got to protect. It's like a little slider that just kind of backed up on that outside corner.
Probably not exactly the way he wanted to throw it. 0-2, and he gave him a fastball, but a bouncer to short will force out Ross, so the Giants leave him loaded. Latos works out of the jam, 4-0 Padres. homestand. The Diamondbacks will be back in town Labor Day weekend. Make your plans now. There are still some tickets available for Friday, Saturday, Sunday online at sfgiants.com. The team the Giants are chasing in the West, the Diamondbacks, who have already won today, beat the Nationals 2-0. Giants, if they lose this one, will be 2 back of Arizona. They trail 4-0. 5th inning. Logan Forsythe, the 8th place hitter, leading off against Matt Cain. Snapped a 6-game losing skid for Arizona. Pop up. Keppinger and Ross. Cody calls him off.
Music to an infielder's ears on a pop-up is the voice of an outfielder saying, I got it.
Much easier play for that guy coming in. 1 out here. And now the pitcher Latos comes up.
Giants would love to get Latos back out there on that mound with a real quick inning here by Matt Cain.
We'll see if Cain can do it. Fastball for strike 1. It was such a bizarre first few innings. The pop-up that wasn't caught, the call at first base that went against the Giants, and then some 2-strike mistakes from Cain that the Padres walloped. Cain seems to have settled down since then. Big bouncer to third. Pablo had the time to wait for it with the pitcher. 2 outs.
Hey, Dave Winfield's here.
Your buddy.
Yeah, last time I saw Dave Winfield, he was doing this. Charging me.
He's a big guy. You weren't backpedaling. You were holding your ground.
Well, about a week earlier in Baltimore, I forget who it was on the mound. A pitcher had hit a guy, and the guy chased him, and the pitcher headed out to center field. So it became this very comical thing where the hitter was chasing the pitcher, and everybody in the clubhouse had made mention it was on This Week in Baseball, and everybody talked about it.
You just decided that was not going to happen to you.
Nope.
Venable to Cody Ross, and it is a quick inning. So now Latos has to go right back on the mound. Good work there by Cain. 4-0 Padres. Of trouble in the 4th, but got out of it and still has not given up a hit. We'll face Chris Stewart here, bottom part of the order, trying to get the Giants going. Stewart, first pitch swinging, a little bloop, and Maben got a late break. It'll fall in, and that is the first hit for the Giants.
Well, the first hit's got to be a clean hit, and that certainly was the case. Doesn't necessarily it has to be a loud hit. It just has to be a clean hit. Oh, that's rare, too. Maven is a guy who covers as much ground in center field as anybody in the National League. So, for the first time tonight, they get a leadoff hitter on. Not to mention, they get a knock.
And you were talking about it, Mike, just a few minutes ago. Get back at the plate against Latos, where he was having problems in the fourth throwing strikes, and see if he can't keep that going. Now he has to go right back from the stretch. Kane will show a bunt and bunt it. First base side, Guzman will tag him out. One down. Well, the Giants are playing the Padres here, just a 2-game set, and then starting on Thursday, the Astros will be here for 4 games. Giants against Houston. There's some good deals on tickets, and Thursday, that's the day. I mean, the weekend games are sold out. It'll be packed. But Thursday is a great chance to be here at the park. Weather's supposed to be fabulous, and there are still some really good seats available for Thursday at sfgiants.com. So we hope to see you here. You can almost always find a seat here or there, but Thursday there are actually some pockets where you could pick your spot. Runner in scoring position for Mike Fontenot, who takes ball 1. Giants get their first hit to start this last of the 5th inning. Just a little bloop from Chris Stewart. Kane has bunted him into scoring position.
Well, every great comeback always starts with 1 run.
Humble beginning. Fontenot kind of shot that one to third. Forsythe was playing in. Out number 2.
Well, Giants baseball is brought to you by Comcast Sportsnet Varia. It's brought to you by Stuffed and Unstrung. Playing right now at the Current Theater. 80 Henson puppets, 6 comedians, 100% uncensored. Visit SHNSF.com for tickets to see puppets behaving badly.
Just like Lucille.
Not in our Build-A-Bear.
No. Lucille's behaving just fine out there. 2 down. Keppinger will try to get that first Giants run in. Breaking ball. Ball 1.
And didn't miss by much.
Keppinger twice has grounded out to short, so he's 0 for 2. It looks like Keppinger's trying to get his timing back after missing time. Maybe the wrist's not 100% still. Foul ball. Well, the Padres bullpen, we're so used to the 3-headed monster. It's a little different than when the last time these two teams played. No Mike Adams. You still have Gregerson. You still have Bell. Still have a good bullpen. Strike 2.
It's a great pitch. 94 to him right at the knees. I mean, that really is right there in Alan Porter's strike zone. He's a low ball guy. And as we mentioned earlier, if you show him you can throw strikes, he will widen it out a bit. 4-seam grip. 4-seam fastball grip.
1-2. And he threw the curveball. Another ground ball. Forsythe with the long throw to make, but he gets it there in plenty of time. First hit, but Giants don't turn it into a run. 4-0 San Diego.
Light Freeze Cam. We go back first inning. Jesus Guzman at first base. And Chris Stewart, he picks him off. And one more look, and yeah, you're gone. And that's our Coors Light Freeze Cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Not the highlight moment of the year for Jesus Guzman. We're going to see him here in the 6th inning. First, Jason Bartlett on one pitch, pops out. And while we have a moment, let's go down to Amy G. Amy?
Well, Dave, you're looking at the world champion baby. Finally, we find out who it is. It's unveiled. This is Brooklyn Olivia Bird. She was born at 8:02 on August 1st, 9 months after the Giants clinched the World Series. And now you can go on to csnbayarea.com and get Giants gear. Now, Olivia's folks, Jennifer and Robert, you should definitely check this out. Between now and August 31st, 15% off Giants gear at csnbayarea.com, even world champion baby gear. Just enter the code SFBaby15. csnbayarea.com, your home for Giants merchandise all season long.
All right. Congratulations.
Well,
I like that one.
I think it's a very, very solid form of celebration.
9 months almost to the moment. And already a Giants fan.
Good, tight little cutter.
So Cameron Maben behind in the count, 1-2. Padres got 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third against Kane. Maben slashed that one foul.
Maben's another one of those guys, when he first came into the big leagues, because he is a long-armed player, you think that long arm, when you apply it to a swing, is going to give you a hole on the inside corner, and guys just pounded him unmercifully. And he has made some nice adjustments to beat that inside corner. Yep, full-on panda tonight.
Not just the hat. Any other night it'd be the perfect outfit. Tonight's a night where it's 70 degrees. Fontenot's got that one. You got to hurry with Maben running. 2 down.
Yep, the mad scramble, and the big panda just missed it.
Might be hard to maneuver around in that thing.
Kite calls it every day. It's the Beta Breakers here at the ballpark. A couple of pandas, one in black and white, one pink and white.
And having a good old time. Here's the former Giant, Jesus Guzman. Good curveball from Kane. What a boost he's been for the Padres. Pops that one up. Shallow left center. And Belt will call off Fontenot. So Belt to the rescue. Belt's going to hit when we come back in the last of the 6. 4-0 Pods.
Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by Farmers Insurance. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers. By Xfinity, home of the most live sports. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new Jumbo Breakfast Platter for just $2.99 plus tax at Jack in the Box at participating restaurants.
Well, it could not be more spectacular at the ballpark tonight, and yet the Giants still trying to get it going here, beginning a long homestand. Have just one hit against Matt Latos and the Padres. Down 4-0, but they got the heart of the order here for the third time against the Padres right-hander. Pablo Sandoval, foul for strike one. Pablo's had a nice left field, left center field approach here lately.
Yeah, beta breakers every day.
I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, I guess maybe for Italian Heritage Night.
Well, tonight is Italian Heritage Night.
Slow curveball.
It's either that or it's the Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Jackets give it away. Pablo hits one up the middle, just a little squibber for a base hit.
Well, Giants baseball on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area is brought to you by the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Take the plunge at the MontereyBayAquarium.org/love. Love. Have you ever been to the Monterey Bay Aquarium?
I have. It's a great spot.
It is a fantastic place.
Got to take the kids back there now that they're a little older. I'm going to make a plan to do that now that you bring it up.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Although the last time I was there, I lost a kid for about an hour.
It's a pretty big place.
Let's tighten things up a bit.
All was well in the end.
Pickett. Oh! Joe Martino, our first base ball dude tonight, old left-hander. He almost came up with the play of the night.
One to Huff. And he hits one well to right center field. That one hit very well off the bricks. They're going to put the stop sign on for Pablo at third. Easily into second. Huff, it's a double.
That ball was crushed. Boy, the Giants catch a bad break, and beautifully played by Cameron Maben, who came over to back up the play from center. The ball hit hard off the bricks, and it went right to him. Just middle in fastball that he just spins on and hits it really off the wall. Now watch the comeback off the bricks. And right there to pick it up on a two-hop is Maben. And the Panda has to hold a third. A little bit of hesitation to see it's not going to get caught. Now he's off to the races. And he's thinking score. And Tim Flannery, the third base coach, says no. Not down 4 runs.
So now the Giants have to make sure they get those guys in. Belt with Guzman hesitating. Now he throws home and he throws it away. Horrible play by Guzman. Huff is going to come in to score, and the Giants have 2 on the board.
I mean, this is just a play that you play a lot of baseball. You should know that when you have a 4-run lead, you will give up a run to get it out. And for Sandoval that came down the line, it looked like it almost confused Guzman, who looked at him, and then it's like, I'm going to take the out. And then all of a sudden, last minute, he throws way wide. Nick Hundley had no chance at all. And in the end, you get 2 runs, and you get a runner in score position for a routine ground ball, which he should have just taken the out and given the run.
Even after the initial hesitation, he still had the chance. He was so close to the bag. Just step on first and get that out. So nobody out. Belt in scoring position. And this game has turned dramatically on one play.
It really has.
Set up by the 2 hits, of course. But now the Giants can really punish the Padres for that mistake. High ball 1.
And Cody Ross with a 1-pitch advantage here in the 1-0 count. When you get 2 walks in a game, I believe that hitter sees that pitcher well. You don't always have to hit line drives to say you see a guy well. Walks say the same thing.
Good pitch on 1-0.
This tight little slider taking that outside corner. Hammer and the right-hander starting to get greased up now.
Eric Cameron. Giants have never faced him before. This next pitch, number 90 for Matt Latos. Ball 2.
No help. Joe Thatcher, the lefty, heading down the bullpen too. He'll start getting up and get throwing. So lots of activity in the Padres bullpen.
Bud Black preparing for all scenarios now. But the Giants already on the board for the first time with 2 runs in and threatening to do much more than that. Ball 3.
You shouldn't be trying to take advantage of an open base when you have a 2-run lead. You should be putting the pressure on the hitter. This is no time for a walk. 1-run lead is different.
High fly ball. Venable makes a catch. Belt is going to tag, and Belt will easily make it to third. So it's an out, but it's a productive out for Ross. And even down 2 runs, it's still just the 6th inning. The Giants will take that, but they have to make sure they cash in Brandon Belt now.
I imagine that they're going to sink their middle infielders back here. So a ground ball at the middle is going to score a run. And if you're Aaron Rowan, the one thing you cannot do here is strike out. And that's exactly what Latos is going to be pitching for.
A bouncer to short in this spot becomes a good play. Slider for a strike. Let's get Mota up in the pen. The pitcher's spot now looming. Rowan, the 7th place hitter in the Giants order. Last time Rowan was up, the bases were loaded with 2 down in the 4th, and Rowan hit a ground ball to short. That instance, it was not a good play. This instance, the Giants, I think, would take it. Hits that one down the right field line, but foul.
Never spilled a drop.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Make it look like it was on purpose. 1-2. Now Latos really wants to strike out. He'll get a pop-up. That'll work the same. Aaron Rowan's going to hear about it.
Well, Chris Stewart can make everybody forget it. That's how you pick a teammate up. Frustrating at bat when you can't get that runner in from third, less than 2 outs. But it all gets forgotten with the guy behind you can get a base hit, knock that run in.
So we'll see. Stewart, who got the first Giants hit last inning, it was just a little bloop. Giants would take that again right here. You got Belt at third, 2 down. 2 runs in. Foul ball for strike 1.
I think Stewart will do. I mean, he will grind you in the back. He really will. if he sees that third baseman sag back, and we're seeing it happen with Logan Forsythe, he will bunt. He was even with the bag at the start of this at bat.
That one got away from Hundley, but not quite far enough for Belt to take the chance. With 2 down, that runner at third will be aggressive if the ball gets away from the catcher, but not quite that aggressive. Latos he's still been pitching well, and without the defensive lapse, maybe the score would be different right now, but he's been more erratic here of late. High fastball, and Stewart hangs in there.
That was pitch number 100 on the night for Latos.
Bullpen still active for the Padres. Kane is in the on-deck circle, but the Giants undoubtedly would use a pinch hitter if the situation warranted. They hope they have that decision to make. Good take. That slow curve, that's a pretty good compliment to the tighter slider he's got.
Yeah, plus, remember, he swung at that earlier in the at bat, so the ability to lay off on that is a good take.
2-2. That's another one.
That's not easy. I mean, those are perfect pitches. Talked about Stewart. I mean, he can grind.
Big chopper. Bartlett from behind the bag throws him out. So the Giants do get a couple in. Brandon Belt and then Jesus Guzman helping. Giants are to within 2. Kite's coming back to join Mike after this.
Now for our Toyota game summary, it's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. The Padres 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. The Giants 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. Kyle Blanks hit his 4th home run of the year, and it was a bomb, a 2-run shot in the 2nd inning. That was really the difference in this ball game. Matt Latos has been strong, as has Matt Cain. And as we go into the 7th inning, it is 4-2 Padres, and here again is Dwayne Kuiper.
All right, Mike, and it's Hudson who takes the strike. Hudson has reached on an error, scored, and then struck out looking in the 4th. And a quick 0-2 to Hudson. Blanks to follow. Kane comes in. He's really pitched well after the third inning. As a matter of fact, he is not allowed a base runner, and he's retired everybody since the third. Hit on the ground and into right field. Broadcaster's jinx. Hudson's aboard.
Well, join us tomorrow for our next telecast right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. Pregame live starts at 6:30, and it'll be Tim Stauffer taking on Tim Lincecum. And that is going to be a well-pitched ball game. There's only 2 in this series with the Padres. Tomorrow we'll close it out. So join us if you would. Giants Padres tomorrow.
Blanks hit a 2-run home run off of Kane in the second. He's 1 for 2. Hudson, the ability to steal a bag. And they're going to say Blanks went around, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Hundley to follow. At Kane with 87 pitches. He's due to lead off the 7th. So this will be his last inning of work. And a quick toss, and Hudson is back. Opportunity wasted. Giants had Belt at third with 1 out. And Rowan and Stewart could not come through. Hudson does not go. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Yeah, they did something that they absolutely had to do, though. I mean, they scratched the scoreboard, put a crooked number up there in a 2 spot, shortened the gap, made it a 2-run ball game. I mean, when you're getting deep into the ball game, you get your heart of the lineup coming up there. They need to do that, especially against this Padres bullpen.
And Blanks out swinging.
Maybe a lot of guys in the Giants clubhouse take notice of that. 3 times they went away, and 3 times they get swing throughs.
So here's Hundley.
He beat him on a 2-run homer early in the ball game. An inside fastball.
Hundley is struck out. He's flied out to left. And he takes low and away. Forsythe is on deck. 7th inning. Stewart has had 2 assists in this game. He picked off Guzman. He picked him off of first base in the first, and then he threw out Maben trying to steal in the third. And he goes. Swing and a miss. The throw into center field. And Hudson cruises into third. That hurts.
Well, it does hurt. I mean, it's not just the stolen base, but it's the air on the throw. Just a big sinker. Ball tailed away from Keppinger. There wasn't anything that Giants second baseman could do.
Yeah, I think when you rely on the quickness that Stewart has, you go into that glove, and sometimes you might grab it with 4 fingers, and that's how you throw it.
Well, I think you make a good point. Infield has to come in now. Pure strikeout situation for Kane. Nice block.
Out of play, so now it's 2-2, and Kane can indeed go for the strikeout.
And this is where you've got 2 open bases, so even if you miss on this 2-2 and it goes to 3-2, in your mind it's an 0-2 pitch. You want him to chase.
It's likely this may not be a strike then.
Shouldn't be. You up above the hands with a fastball, sink him down and in with a fastball, down the breaking ball in the dirt.
Keppinger's going to come home, and Stewart could not hang on. Now he can't find it. And down to second, and is Hundley, and he's safe. So a lot of things happened there, and none of it were good for the Giants.
Well, that's a big run. They had Stewart been able to keep a handle on that baseball. Keppinger knew he had to be quick, and he was. And he never had it.
Did he bounce that throw?
He did. It short hopped him.
It's going to be an error on Keppinger.
There's the one hop right there, and he could not come up with it. I mean, that's the problem with even a hinge catcher's glove. That's not an easy play to dig out a one hopper.
So here's Forsythe. Three errors in the game for the Giants. One in the second and 2 here in the 7th.
It's never a good thing when you have as many errors as you do hits.
I think I might agree with you on that one. Hit high and foul down the right field line, and that's going to just drift into the seats.
Take a look at the quick throw. Went down the dirt. And Stewart could not come up with the one hopper. I mean, if he comes up with a cleaner, they got him.
An example of how you don't have to blow up the catcher to score.
Good point.
In the dirt, 2-2. Way outside and a full count now to Forsythe.
Well, they set that target on the inside corner. That was a nice play by Chris Stewart. It's a lot easier if you set the target on the side of the plate with a breaking ball to come and catch one when it misses completely on the other side. But a fastball at 92, that's not an easy assignment. Especially with a guy like Kane, who really, he'll be between your knees for most of the night with everything he throws. His command's so good.
And that's foul, third base side. It's 3-2.
Dan, runs that are starting to get up now.
It'll be Keppinger on the grass behind second base. Forsythe is retired. And the hitter is going to be James Darnell. So here's Darnell. See his numbers in the minor leagues. 4 for 19 with the Padres. First base is open, but with Venable on deck, you would think Kane's going to go right after James Darnell.
I'd be surprised if he nibbled here.
Born in Fresno.
What?
No balls in 1 strike.
Lives in Danville. He's a neighbor of yours.
Danville, California.
Yes.
Foul back as he takes a good rip. That's a good group.
Went to San Ramon Valley High School. Played his college ball at University of South Carolina.
Well, when he was introduced, I had to wonder about the roar that came up from a section. And now we know.
Well, I mean, this is a high school that produced Nate Sherholtz, Randy Wynn, and now James Darnell. It's a rookie. 24 years old.
Good breaking ball that misses. It's 2-2.
Saw the numbers that Darnell had at AAA. I mean, he had 23 home runs and 75 RBIs.
High pop up down the right field line. Cody Ross, and Ross is interfered with, and it's in the stands. And the fan kept Ross from catching it. Well, he better try to be invisible. I mean, he's got the right.
That's right there on the fence line. That may have been a reach into the field of play. If it's on the fan side of the fence, he has every right, but he's leaning over.
No, I think that was more on the field side.
I do too. And that could have been fan interference.
And it doesn't matter as Darnell swings and misses to end the inning. 5-2 Padres. Change Think Speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Chad Qualls, the new pitcher for Bud Black's San Diego Padres. 65th time he's come into the game. He has had a solid season for the Padres. 6-6, 3.63 ERA. And what you're going to see from Qualls is a heavy sinker. Lots of ground balls, and it's one of the heavier sinkers in the National League West.
And
slider and a split to go with it. You'll see some high velocity on that sink too.
And here's Cabrera to lead things off. Cabrera, a pinch hitter. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Cabrera and then Fontenot, followed by Keppinger. The Giants have 9 more outs in this game, and they trail by 3. And the leadoff hitter is aboard. So Cabrera comes off the bench with a pinch hit single. And now the Giants will try to make some noise here in the 7th.
Well, watch the Giants on NBC Bay Area this Thursday night at 7 o'clock and follow the action weeknights at 6 and 11 p.m. on NBC Bay Area News. Get inside access and better coverage of your favorite team to the combined power of Comcast Sports Net. Weeknights at 6 and 11, the Bay Area's biggest and best sports reporting team is on NBC Bay Area.
Fontenot is 0 for 3. So the Giants right now are trying to set the table for the guys hitting 3, 4, and 5. As Fontenot takes wide. It helps if that 9th place hitter gets aboard. High and foul. I don't know what Cabrera was doing as he bluffed like he was going. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, even down 3 runs, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go because of Qualls' consistency to get ground balls.
But you better make it.
You better make it.
Down and in, 2 balls and 1 strike. So Fontenot 0 for 4 lifetime against Qualls. Cabrera goes and a big chopper to Guzman. Guzman will go to the bag. And down to second goes Cabrera.
Kane really deserved a better fate than what he got tonight. Not just 6 base runners, but 5 of them scored.
Keppinger's only faced Qualls 1 time in his life. He's 0 for 1. And he takes a sinker on the inside corner. Sandoval waiting on deck. On the ground to second. And Hudson will make the play. Cabrera moves over to third. So Fontenot and Keppinger in this game are 0 for 8. And here's Sandoval. Sandoval is 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 6th inning.
A familiar routine of Pablo Sandoval, just getting in the batter's box. Oh yeah, they're ready. Their hero's going to hit.
Outside corner strike.
The backdoor slider. He's had good numbers against Qualls. If you're pitching against Pablo Sandoval, it can be a pretty scary thing because of how far he can go out of the strike zone and still score a pitch up. And when he stays in the strike zone, not an easy guy to get out.
Out of play, 1-2. Sandoval wanted that one back. So it's 1-2 to Pablo Sandoval. Giants looking for a hit. Chopper. Hudson has it. Hudson throws, and that'll end the inning. The leadoff single wasted. 8th inning coming up. Thumbs up. 5-2 Padres. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Javier Lopez, the new pitcher for Bruce Bochy. 61st time he's come in. 5-2, 2.44 ERA.
Edlifson getting loose. Hit on the ground to Fontenot, who's now at second, and Fontenot throws him out. Hey, Amy G, what's up?
Well, Dwayne, as you know, the Giants faced with a myriad of injuries as of late. So let's get some guys healthy. How about Eli Whiteside? He's eligible to come off the 7-day disabled list on Thursday. I spoke with him today. Of course, he went on last Friday with signs of a concussion after getting banged up from a head-first slide. He feels real good. The headaches have subsided, and he's been taking full workouts with the team, and he feels ready to go on Thursday. And Bruce Bochy said it's very likely he will come off the DL on Thursday. Gentlemen?
All right. Thanks, Amy. Amy just broke one of our rules. Big words.
Yeah, she's been throwing them out there left and right lately.
Bartlett's 1 for 3.
That DL, that concussion DL for Eli Whiteside, only a 7-day disabled list. I mean, that's one thing where baseball has really improved itself, is the number of DLs that they've set up. This traditional one, the 15-day disabled list. Guy goes on and he's got to stay on that DL for 15 days. Now a 7-day DL is set up for a guy who has had an injury that is believed to be a concussion. Doesn't have to go the full 15. Makes total sense. And then they have the bereavement DL where you can leave the team for 3 to 7 days because of a death in the family or a sickness or some other incident. And then there's the paternity leave. If your wife is going to have a baby, you can leave. Which means the team can replace you with an active player for 3 days, 2 days.
Coming up over the years will be not in a good mood leave.
Yeah, that's a 2-dayer. The 0 for 16 leave.
Had a fight with my wife leave. I can think of a whole bunch of them. And as Bartlett strikes out swinging.
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, there's only 1,800 new season ticket locations going to be released by the Giants, and the only way to be guaranteed tickets to possible postseason play is to become a season ticket holder. Act now before this limited number of seats is sold out. Call 415-972-2298 to speak to a Giants rep about how you could be here for any postseason games and all the action next season. For more information, go to sfgiants.com/season.
See, I got your mind going now.
Oh, yeah.
This is the games you and I used to play in the dugout. We'd sit there and come up with all kinds of nonsense. 1 ball and no strikes to Cameron Maybin.
Hey, it keeps you in the game.
Yeah, right. The only hard part was when something was really, really funny in that dugout. And we were losing. Was trying not to get Frank Robinson attention while we were laughing. That was hard.
That was not easy. Well, there's a rule. When you're losing in that dugout, there are no open jokes. No matter how funny they may be, they don't get said.
But sometimes the funniest ones are out when you're losing. Three and 1 to Cameron Maybin. And it's 3-2 to Cameron Maybin. Hey, giant congratulations to the San Mateo Slammers. This is a girls softball team, 10 and under. Their first place victory at NorCal, and they're coached by season ticket holder Dean Levitt. So congratulations. 3-2 pitch is outside. He walked it. Bruce Bochy started out waiting. He's waiting for the signal to see if everybody's okay down there. And a little added note about the Slammers. They credit the Giants' 2010 World Series victory as a big-time motivation throughout their season. So way to go, Slammers. Edlefson's coming in. We're going to depart just shortly. Here is 5-2 San Diego. And here's Steve Edlifson.
Now that's the season of Fresno. 32 games, 2-4 with a 5.66 ERA. This is the first year in organized baseball he's had a losing record. His numbers prior to the season have been fantastic. Now you look at his stuff and you'll see why.
Well, they really like his ability to get right-handed hitters out.
He's kind of a three-pitch guy. Sinker, slider, changeup, but I'm talking big-time sink. All kinds of ground balls come off this guy. And his fastball will go between 88 and 92 miles per hour with that big movement. He's not an easy guy to elevate.
Bounce foul. He had his debut on Sunday, and he pitched an inning and a third.
And you notice he was number 61 on Sunday. Really did a nice job. When he came in, you couldn't tell it was his debut in the big leagues. Very calm, very poised. He did a great job here. He gets back home. He changed his number to 65.
Well, we found out that his dad made the trip to Houston and saw him pitch. That's great.
Well, you only get to make one debut. Pretty special one.
And it was in a big game, and he got 4 outs. How about that? Not afraid to come inside, and that's 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. The right-hander.
Yeah, they got gloves. And
whoa.
You know what? He threw a curveball.
That was some serious sink.
They had a bunch of people trying to keep that from happening, and the kid threw it right by everybody. They had 96 on the gun.
That was impressive. And he's looking for a glove. He wants that ball again.
Yeah, I mean, he had major protection. He's going to kick Mom in the nose here in a minute. Yep, there it was.
The magic seat did not work.
All right, here it is.
Let's watch this guy's on.
All right, Mom's got the hand. Dez got the glove. Junior out. Threw to first.
That's a wing. We may be witnessing a prodigy here.
He tried to pick the guy off. He looked just like Edlifson on that pickoff throw.
Oh, he wants it. Not happy.
Mom's getting a phone call. Brother's aggravating little brother. What a shocker.
It'll be the last time.
Look out. And Guzman gets hit in the ribs. Ouch. It's going to go away eventually.
Well, nothing hurts worse than getting hit by a sinker.
You can't get out of the way of a sinker. They keep going right at you.
It's a heat seeker. It's going to hit something hot. Your body.
Here's Hudson, who singled in the 7th. 1 ball and no strikes.
Chris Stewart going to come out and pour a little water on this rookie. He's a little amped up right now. Understandably, the first time you play in your home field.
Well, he did a good job of getting out in front of Guzman. There's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. A rally for free here in the 8th inning. Cameron walked and Guzman hit by a pitch. Good pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Front door sink. And he hasn't given that side of the plate very much tonight. A lot of guys who have been disappointed going in there thinking they had strikes and not getting it.
Out of play. 2 and 2.
Edlison from Bloomington, Minnesota. Prior to this season, you add up all his minor league years, 4 of them, 25-8 with a 2.46 ERA. That's how you climb the ladder.
Well, I tried to get that inside corner again. Now it's 3-2, and now the runners will be on the move.
Well, the ball dude is his no-no.
3-2. And Edlison chases Maben back.
Frank Parachetti is our ball dude down the third base line tonight. I think that's who the no-no is. There's Frank.
We got a rhino yawn coming up here pretty soon.
It's starting to brew.
That's chopped off of Hudson's foot as he goes down in front of home plate. Seen this a lot lately. It happened to Sherholtz. It happened to Sandoval. Managers and trainers will wait, and then when it looks like it's going to be a rough one, then they'll come out.
Oh, look like it got him on the shin. Just takes time. Like about 2 weeks. Let's watch it. And this is what sinker ballers do. Right off. I mean, that's a major league shin burner right there. Todd Hutchinson, the trainer for the Padres, out trying to milk some life back into it. Bud Black looking on, the skipper.
I've done it, and it makes you sick to your stomach. The problem is going back up there to hit again.
Especially against a sinker ball.
Because you really believe that you're going to hit another one right in that same spot. Now, I did it not in the same at bat, but I did it back-to-back days. And I really thought I was going to barf right at home plate.
I'm sorry.
Frank Robinson pulled me in his office and he said, if you don't wear a shin guard, I'm not going to let you play. You know, we didn't have that many shin guards laying around. So either the trainer had to throw one together or you had to run out the big 5 and get a little league shin guard.
That's another area where the game of baseball has progressed.
And Hudson was not going to swing at that.
No. His shin bone would not let him swing at that. So again, you rally for free. 2 walks and a hit batsman.
So here's Blanks. Blanks is homered. He's flied out and he's struck out. Lopez got 2 outs and then he walked Maben. So now Edlison trying to pitch out of a bases loaded spot, and he gets Blanks on a swing and a miss. Here's his home run. It went down the left field line.
Yeah, it's the pitch they wanted to throw right there in the inside corner at the belt. And he just beats the scout report. A bent arm swing. That's how you pitch a guy 6'6".
I'm not sure Edlison wanted that pitch in that spot, but he got a strike. It's 0-2.
A short career with the bases loaded, but he does have 1 slam.
Maben at third, Guzman at second, Hudson at first. It's now 2-2, and Edlison has to come in.
This becomes a big pitch. Now, normally, if he's been around the game a couple, 2-3 years, this isn't that big a deal. And actually, he has a chance to stay to a corner. But imagine as amped up as he is out there, his second appearance in the big leagues, first here in San Francisco, he's a little jacked up.
Gets this one to Cabrera's long throw. Got him. And that'll end the inning. So a nice play by Cabrera just into the game. Still hope for the Giants. True stories and this date in Giants history. August 23rd, 1998. Barry Bonds became the first player in Major League history to hit 400 home runs and steal 400 bases in a career. Bonds' solo shot against Marlins pitcher Kirk Ohala in the third inning gave the Giants a 4-0 lead, and the Giants later won the game 10-5. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Josh Spence, the new pitcher for these Padres. Not a hard thrower, but very deceptive. Look at the 29 strikeouts in 24 innings. Just 8 hits off the guy. I mean, you take away a few walks, and he's one of the hardest guys in the league to hit.
Remember Clay Meredith?
Yep.
This is like the left-handed Clay Meredith. Inside corner strike to Huff.
I mean, he's kind of a fastball slider change guy, but way below the hitting speed. And guys just can't wait on him.
Huff skies it out to left field. It's Blanks who puts it away. 1 out. And that'll bring up Belt. Gonzalez is now in at second base. That would be Alberto Gonzalez. Belt has been on base twice. Fouls this one off of Hundley, and it's 0-1. Good swing by Belt.
Was that always a hard adjustment to make when you had to hit off a guy who was way below the hitting speed?
I liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about the guy throwing the ball by you. Nothing in 2. I mean, you could sit on a fastball and hit a breaking ball. You could sit on a breaking ball and hit a fastball. One and 2. Belt tops this one. Charging and throwing, and Belt beats it out. So it all started with an infield hit.
See, the thing too about Brandon Belt, I mean, he can run. Just don't think guys 6'5" are going to be able to move like this. And he didn't get out of the swing quickly either. This is 4.2 speed for a big man. It wasn't even close.
So we're going to see a right-hander, Luke Gregerson. He'll be facing Cody Ross. Giants need a couple of more base runners, and we'll be back. And there's the numbers for Luke Gregerson.
3-3 on the year, 2.91 ERA, 30 strikeouts against 14 walks. And Gregerson, you're going to see a sink on the slot on the fastball, and a good slider, which is his bread and butter. Not the same kind of numbers we saw him have last year, but still a guy who has traditionally given the Giants some fits. He also has a changeup to go with that sinker slider. Velocity right around 88, 91.
Giants need another couple of base runners. Down low, and Gregerson almost slipped and fell down.
That's the problem about being a reliever, and it's not that big of an issue with the modern mounds because they have such a high amount of clay in them. They're able to hold their shape throughout the game. But at times when you come in and you put your plant step down, you're stepping into somebody else's hole.
2-0 to Ross.
And it could be a problem. As your plant foot, I mean, when you stride out and you plant that foot, stepping towards your target, and that's where you really want to have some firm footing. And if there's a little lean of it because you're stepping into the hole and you're tilted left or right, it can throw your release point off.
Not close, 3-0. Well, they still got the fever. Gregerson against Cody Ross, lifetime. He's gotten him out 4 times. Ross is 2 for 6 against him. And he gets a strike. Maybe generous. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Take it all the way.
Ross into center field. Maben on the move. Still on the move. It's over his head. Belt is going to score. Ross has a double, and the Giants now 2 runs away from a tie. at first I didn't think he hit it that good. But boy, it got over Maven's head in a hurry.
That really did. You watch the route of Maven. This ball backspins, catches the bottom part of the ball, and then when you get backspin, you get carried. And Maven, who's got great coverage, did not have a bad first step. That ball was scooted over his head. Giants catch a break with that ball staying in the ballpark to get that run. And they get the tie and run in the batter's box.
So here's Rowan. Rowan is 0 for 3. Big topper. Forsythe kicks it around. They're going to throw it to third, and they throw it away. And wisely, Ross stays at third as Gregerson was moving in that direction. Now we'll see what the official score rules.
I think it's got to be a fielder's choice and an error on the shortstop Bartlett, or the third baseman rather, Forsythe. He tried to, he saw a little bit of an opening. Had he been able to lead Bartlett a little bit on the inside, he may have had a play at Ross, because they were getting close to the bag about the same time.
The hitter will be the rookie Hector Sanchez. He's the switch hitting catcher.
See his numbers tore up San Jose and held his own in Fresno.
Down low. At the big league level, he's 0 for 3. But they tell us that he can hit.
Now, if you want batting practice, that'll tell you he can hit too.
Fouls this one at the plate. The perfect hit here, if you're going to hit a single, is a ground ball between Guzman and Gonzalez. One ball and one strike. Blown away.
Yeah, two pretty good takes on two good sliders. That is Gregerson's best pitch. He took the slider down and in. He took the slider on the backside. And Gregerson, pitching to a young hitter, is figuring that at least one of those he's going to swing at. And Sanchez spit on both of them.
On the ground and a base hit. One run's going to score. Warren hits the bag. He's going to be at third, and it's 5-4.
So the rookie comes through, and they absolutely had to get that run in. And he got it done.
That's his first major league hit.
And it's a big one.
Well, he hits it in the right spot to get the tying run at third.
Get a chance to watch the swing. Doesn't have a lot of stride. Very balanced. Watch the front foot. Very quiet. And there's the backside throw using the middle. And I think he had the middle completely in his mind.
He hit that ball pretty good, but.
Well, think back. I mean, on the ball that was hit off of the shin, the Gold Glover, Orlando Hudson, got him out of his ball game. They put in Alberto Gonzalez.
Yeah. Gonzalez not the range that Hudson has. But now Cabrera can tie this game up.
And that's another thing that Hector Sanchez did. He got this crowd into it.
Indeed they did. And here's Cabrera, who singled in the 7th inning as a pinch hitter. Pitch out. And it's 1 ball and no strike.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, I mean, from Bud Black's perspective, I mean, he's been watching, and he knows that Bruce Bochy has been using that squeeze play a lot. Suicide, safety, all kinds of squeezes. Hey, if you use it 3 times a year, that's a lot.
So it's 1-0.
Right side of the infield wide open, and Cabrera excellent at going that way, especially off a sink that comes back into him.
In the dirt. 2-0. So Gregerson goes off the back of the mound as he rubs up the baseball. It's 2-0 to Cabrera. On deck, Fontenot. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike.
And there's his bread and butter. When in doubt, throw the slider on a 2-0 count, and he threw a perfect pitch. One thing about Cabrera, he's tough to get 2 sliders past in the same at bat. It's because of his ability to go to right field so well against that right-handed slider.
Out of play. It's now 2-2. So now Gregerson certainly in the strikeout mode. Rowan at third. Sanchez at first. Base hit! This game is tied! What a great at-bat from Orlando Cabrera.
Yeah, I tell you, you're going to fall in love with this guy. The bigger the at-bat, the better at-bat he gives you. And he's so difficult to get him the same time, same type of pitch, same at-bat. There's a slider. It had some hang on it. And he just goes right back up the middle. And we got a brand new ball game, folks.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. Beltran in the up, and they'd like to think that they're not done yet.
So the new pitcher becomes the lefty Joe Thatcher, who's a low 3/4 guy. He had surgery on his shoulder back in May. He was on the 60-day disabled list, just got activated. And He's got sink, kind of a flat breaking ball, a changeup, a circle change.
And he's going to face the pitch hitter, Carlos Beltran. Sanchez at second. Cabrera at first. Beltran pulls it foul, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Beltran hurt his right wrist in his last at bat against the Phillies on the last homestand, and he did it hitting left-handed. Right-handed is not a problem. Activated today. And he pops this one into shallow left field. It's going to be Bartlett who puts it away. And Tejada's going to hit. So Miguel Tejada is hitting for Edlifson. Tejada has faced Thatcher twice, actually 3 times. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. And Bud Black is going to go to the bullpen. So Thatcher was in to face 1 hitter. All right, stay with us. We got a tie ball game. Partner, we'll talk about the game with Murph and Mack on KMBR 680, the sports leader. I got the boys warmed up for you today.
Good.
So they are ready to roll for tomorrow.
So the new pitcher, Eric Hamrin, a native of Southern California out of Costa Casa. Been 7 games, has done a nice job so far for Buddy Black. 9 strikeouts. He's given up 7 base runners in 8 innings. And nobody's really hitting this guy. He's got a sinker, a slider, and a split.
Well, we'll see what Tejada can do. Outside corner, 0-1 at 91. Tejada, a lot of big hits in his career. And right now, this sellout crowd of over 41,000, most are standing. High and away, and it's a ball and a strike. You would suspect that if you're Miguel Tejada, you know who's hitting behind you, that you're going to get something to hit. There is a base open, but the Padres do not want to face that guy. And Tejada chases a pitch that was probably 6 inches off the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that was the first time he's seen that breaking ball, too, from Hamrin. Cameron got signed last October after spending the 2010 season in independent baseball.
You've come a long way, son. And here's a 1-2 pitch to Tejada. Out of play.
And that was a hanger right there. I'm not really sure what that was.
You're not looking at great speed at second base in Hector Sanchez.
And he had pretty good arms in center and in right.
One and two to Tejada. On the ground, foul. The rookie Hector Sanchez's first big league hit comes here in the 8th inning. And it knocked in a run, and it got the tying run to third. 1-2, Miguel Tejada facing Eric Hamrin. Foul. Hundley wanted that pitch inside, and Tejada dug it out.
I think he dug it out of Hundley's glove.
I think he did too.
Every one of those guys right there know the importance of this game.
Tejada stays alive, but just barely.
He is in the hack mode, folks.
Tejada is in that mode where rarely does the ball reach the catcher's glove.
Oh, I agree. Nick Hundley, the catcher, could take the glove off, just put a sign down, and be a spectator.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Tejada. Way outside, 2-2. That's just about the only way Tejada's not going to offer at it.
That's a pretty easy take right there. They're on their feet.
41,288, another sellout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a line drive right at the third baseman, Forsythe, and that'll end the inning. We will go to the 9th, and this game is tied.
Sportsnet Bay Area host Jim Cozumore and Damon Andrews are going to take you around the country But first, they're going to talk about the Giants-Padres post-game reaction. They'll highlight the D-back national game, and they'll also give you reports from the Niners and the Raiders, their camps. All that and more tonight, right after post-game live, here only on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area.
5-5, Ramon Ramirez to face Nick Hundley. We do have some changes, and we'll let you know very shortly as Hundley swings and misses. First and foremost, the new pitcher.
Ramon Ramirez coming in to pitch this ninth inning, 2-1 with a 2.79 ERA. Got the save on Sunday in Houston.
Hundley is 0 for 3. The new shortstop is Tejada. Moving from short to second is Cabrera. And the 1-1 pitch to Hundley, and Hundley hits it on the ground fair past Sandoval. Hundley is going to end up at second base with a leadoff double. I'm assuming that slider got a little bit too much of the plate.
It did. I think Bruce Bochy does not believe in it. That's protecting the line deep in a game. That's a fastball that comes back middle in above the knee. They play to the strength and tendencies of a hitter. And Hundley's a guy that usually hits balls in that gap between short and third. This time he hits it away from the defense and from the charts. And that's a big swing of the bat.
See what Forsythe does here. He may be laying down a bunt. The Giants think that he is. And he takes one low, 1 ball and no strikes. Forsythe has bounced out and he's popped out twice. And the bunt, and it's a good bunt, and somebody's got to get it. Ramirez finally does, and they throw out Forsythe.
Holy smokes. Boy, just some hesitation there, and I got it, you take it type of an attitude, and all of a sudden Ramirez has realized that he's the guy. And he jumps on it very quickly and makes the throw. But boy, that got everybody's attention down there in that Giants dugout. Not to mention the 41,288 that were here tonight. One more look. Job by Forsythe to get the ball down. Got a rookie catcher in there, and Sanchez. And most of his experience with Ramon Ramirez has been catching him in the bullpen. And he has to be responsible for anything in the dirt. A ball cannot get by him, so the pressure's on the rookie catcher.
Here's Alberto Gonzalez. Giants will play the infield all the way in. And a pitch that comes back over the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
And he'll use that pitch. It's a good two-seamer. It's got movement that runs back in, and he's got great command to take that outside corner with it. Now, out of his hand as a right-handed hitter, you see that movement, and you give up on it early, and all of a sudden, the movement, the second stage movement, comes back in at the end, and we'll nibble on that outside corner. It's been a great pitch for him. Tried it again, just a bit outside. And Sanchez almost threw over Ramirez's head.
That's not good. You're a catcher, and you got to give your infielders a little bit of a chance to, if there's any doubt at all. It's a ball and a strike. And Ramirez wisely stepped off. Problem is if you let that guy think that he's got your attention, and that's what Hundley's doing. Up the middle and a base hit, and the Padres take the lead here in the ninth.
No, that was not a hanger either. Gonzalez, excellent job of going down and beating the pitch. And this thing is knee high in the outside corner, and he just goes back and plays tennis right back up the middle. Excellent bat control at bat.
Here's Venable. Venable is 1 for 4. So a nice job by the Padres here in the ninth. A double, a sacrifice bunt, and a base hit. And Venable way out in front, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
Ooh, close. Ramirez has an excellent move to first base. How close was it? They got him.
They did.
Rob Drake, the first base umpire.
Blocked by Sanchez. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's Bell in the bullpen. Not close. 2 balls and a strike. Bartlett on deck. Fouled out of play. It's 2-2.
With as much as the Padres like to run, I'm a little surprised they haven't tested a rookie catcher.
Well, now maybe.
I think they called timeout in the last pitch.
I think you're right. It's 2-2. And this gets away from Sanchez.
Now, one thing about catching with a runner on base is you have to be a blocker, and that is not proper technique, and it's something that he's going to have to clean up. And I understand. I mean, you're a guy you don't feel that comfortable with because you don't know him that well. And I know fastballs are tough to block, but you got to do it. You can't reach out and try and backhand it like a shortstop.
And a base hit to right field, and Cody Ross has got a challenge. Here's his throw home, and it is not in time, and the wild pitch hurts Ramon Ramirez, and it's now 7-5 Padres.
It doesn't seem like a big thing at the time, but 90-foot mistakes, especially when your team's scuffling to score runs, loom large. And it turns out to be a nice at bat from Venable to pick up the gift. And not only does he knock one in, he puts himself in scoring position for the next guy.
Well, Will Venable likes that pitch down, and that's where he got it.
And this is the wild pitch that set it up for the Padres.
Here's Bartlett. Low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Bartlett tonight doubled in the first inning. Since then he's bounced out, popped out, and struck out. And a strike, and if Ramirez does not keep an eye on Venable, he's going to go.
He will go. You're absolutely right. You cannot get comatose at the moment. You're upset. You gave up a run, but you have to pay attention to the situation. I mean, that's one of the hardest things to do, especially for a late inning reliever. Give up a run that ties a game or causes your team to fall behind. I mean, your emotion goes with that pitch, and you gotta rally.
Sandoval has it at third. He will throw out Bartlett. Staying at second is Venable, and the hitter will be Cameron Maben. Maben, an RBI single off the glove of Sandoval in the third. That's his only hit. This inning started with Hundley, a leadoff double, a ball he hit right over the bag at third, and that is what started this 2-run rally. Now Venable goes, and Sanchez will not throw, and Venable steals it standing up.
Venable has become one of the really premier base stealers in the game. And he looks for opportunity, and there was one there, and he took it easily.
(3-0). Runsler in the bullpen. Mark Gardner just letting Bruce Bochy know that Runsler is ready. And the 4-pitch walk.
.21 pitches on the inning so far, or 22 now for Ramirez, counting that last one. And you know it's tough for that guy with the beard.
This feeling.
And he's the anchor of that bullpen. And with him being on the disabled list, very frustrating feeling. That is a close, tight-knit group, that bullpen.
Maben goes, and the Giants will let him go. Swing and a miss. They do not give Maben a stolen base. I think in a game that's still only 2 runs difference, I think you got to give a guy a steal on that.
Well, I know Joe Morgan agrees with you.
I mean, if it's a 10-run difference, then I agree with you. Swing and a miss. 1-2. very high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So it's been a tough inning for Ramon Ramirez. Hit out to Rowan in center field. Side retires. So the Giants need 2 to tie and 3 to go home. And they'll have to do it against Heath Bell. Five lead for the Padres. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Well, Heath Bell coming in now to try and protect a 2-run Padre lead, and this is what he has done. 34 saves in 38 opportunities. And with Bell, you're going to get a fastball that's going to go mid-90s. He's got a slider and a changeup. Fastball is pretty straight, but he's got fantastic command at both sides of the plate with it. That breaking ball is legit. It's a big one.
Sandoval will lead it off. And then Huff. 1 ball and no strikes.
As advertised, first pitch, 95. And it looks straight as a string. And it is. But he can pick that strike zone apart, and he elevates well with it. You don't see many hangers right out over the middle of the plate. And I think for the most part, the philosophy of the Padres, because of their ballpark, late innings, they're going to pitch the ball away, which is a strength of Heath Bell.
Big chopper to short. Bartlett gets a high hop, and he will throw out Sandoval. 1 down in the 9th. Up at a game-tying home run off of Bell on July 14th.
No, I remember that one.
I did too.
It thrilled the masses.
Now he needs to be a base runner. Brandon Belt to follow. Inside corner strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Arizona won today in D.C. Here it's 7-5 San Diego as Huff lines this one foul down the left field line. came back with 3 runs in the 8th to tie this game, only to give up 2 in the 9th as the Padres recaptured the lead. And Huff out swinging. 2 down in the 9th. Leaving it up to Brandon Belt. Belt an infield hit in the 8th. He's 1 for 3.
On base 3 times tonight, though.
And a belt high strike, and it's 0-1. Tim Lincecum tomorrow night. One ball and 1 strike to Brandon Belt.
Belt just trying to keep it alive. Get that time run at the plate.
Good swing and a foul back. 1-2. Giants are down to their last strike. Belt in the survive mode. 1-2. And did he go around? He did not. 2-2.
Little half check on the slider in the dirt. Breaking ball there by design. Did he go? No.
I like how you said that. No. 2-2 pitch. Here it is to Belt, and it's now a full count. So a base runner is what the Giants needed, and Belt trying to do that.
Just a little subtle change in the grip, put a little 2-seam movement on there, let it run out the plate. Same pitch he got Huff out with.
And the payoff, and it's out of play. The kid giving it a finish here in the 9th inning. That's what you would expect out of Brandon Belt. And he got him. Kind of a late call by Alan Porter. And that's the ball game. So game 1 of the short 2-game series. It goes to the San Diego Padres. Belt pleading his case with Alan Porter, but that is not going to matter. So here tonight, the Padres with an early lead. Giants tied up, and then they score 2 in the 9th.
Well, it was a spirited comeback, and for the Giants, it got down, 3 or 4-0 early. I mean, that says something about the offense. I mean, there's life in there. They're scratching. But a tough one to give up after you fight back to tie it, and this is going to be one that's not going to sit well with the skipper.
So your final score here at AT&T Park is the Padres 7 and the Giants 5. Esurance Giants postgame live with interviews, and the wrap is coming up. But first, let's go to the Sportsnet Central studio for an update.